Sup, boys? Do you want to make some sexy ass, crazy, awesome, amazing Fox Stevenson basses? Then listen to this shit right here. So as you can see, there are two serum patches here. We're gonna go through the first one, which is this one. Wait. So the first oscillator is gonna be a saw wave at +1 octaves. Okay? And we have this shape going on here in the LFO1. We're modulating the level. Then we are using FM from B. As you can see, we're also modulating it. And its oscillator B is a sine wave at +1 octaves with bend minus. And you can see here how the knobs are set up. But all of this, upper row is default. Then we got a sub at -3 with direct out of a sine wave. And it goes from 0 to 25. Why do we do this? Well, the lower frequency in the amplitude of the wave is gonna push against the distortion harder. It's gonna drive it further. And so it's gonna give it a more greedy, kind of like if it was a bass, but this is more of an actual lead instead. It's just do it. Trust me. Then we got a filter. It's a reverb filter. And it goes from, it's a reverb filter cut off 73 hertz, rest 77 hertz. And the drive is from 0 to 100 with this. Now we have a different shape going on, which is this one. This is instead of trigger or envelope, it's off, which means the LFO is not going to follow the MIDI you're playing, but it's going to follow the tempo of the song. That's it. No matter what you play, the LFO is going to do the same thing on its own, right? And it's this kind of shape. It's going -25 on the cutoff and plus 21 on the res, okay? Okay, now, by the way, on the LFO1, we have a macro one that it's going from 1/4 to 1/8. We're modulating the speed of the LFO, so when we play shorter notes, we can make the LFO shorter with them, right? Then we got a little bit of hyper. It's going up with this shape as well. We have a low pass filter in which it's going from the minimum cutoff and the maximum mix with this shape all the way to the other side. This is to make the cuts between the notes more abrupt. Then we got a flanger and a phaser, just kind of by ear. You can set them up, and with this shape, they're going up to 100% mix. Got a little bit of chorus, just a little bit, default. Then we got a multi-band compressor, and it's at -14 dB threshold. These are default, and the gain is being modulated up with this. And then we have a little bit of reverb, very tiny bit, and then we are cutting the lows and giving it a boost around here. This is how it sounds. All right. Then we have the other layer. Now, one very important thing to understand is that usually Fox Stevenson doesn't use the same notes with the sub and with the top layer, which is what most people do. Instead, he uses a different melody with each, which creates chords and interesting sounds. So, keep that in mind. With the sub, you might want to write a different melody, and this is the melody. Now this patch is very, very simple. It's going to be a sine wave. In this case, octaves is at -1, but it depends on where you place the MIDI note. And then we have an EQ boosting at 142 Hertz, which gives it more of a squarish sound. And then we distort it with tube at 74% drive. Okay, this is how both together sound. Alright guys, so that was the bass. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And yeah, I think that's it. See you in the next video. Bye!